Well, hello there, my dear friends, and welcome back to Sleepytime Corner. I am Arthur Fezziwig, and tonight we witness two young adventurers braving the elements in a test of endurance, trust, and cooperation few could imagine. So, snuggle into your favorite cozy spot, grab a warm blanket, and let us begin.
Harry and Hannah's Amazing Adventure. Written and illustrated by Gina Everly. Story and narration by Arthur Fezziwig.
The storm pressed in from every side. White sky, white ground, white air, full of tiny snowflakes that nipped cheeks and noses. Two explorers moved through it, careful, calm. Harry, 8, Hanna, 6, siblings, and sometimes sworn enemies. Just that morning they shared warm buttery pancakes and orange juice at home base, never imagining that by afternoon they would be here, cold, tired, hungry, climbing a slope that felt endless. A bright braided rope connected them, attached at the other end to their most essential piece of gear. Hanna led, the rope snug at her waist. Harry followed, mitten on the line, eyes steady.
"Status!"
Harry called.
"Cold!"
Hanna answered back.
"Legs wobbly, but moving." "How are comms?"
Hanna checked her device.
"Battery low. 3 dots left." "Copy,"
Harry said.
"We keep moving. We keep the line."
The ground changed, icy and hard in some places, soft and crumbly in others. Either way, it was hard to get a good grip. Hanna dropped to her knees to gain better footing. Harry steadied the rope, checked the ground, and together they kept climbing, up and up.
"I am so hungry,"
Hanna said.
"How much food do we have left?"
asked Harry. He reached into his pocket before she could answer. A half-eaten granola bar.
"That's not very much, Harry."
Hanna whispered.
"It's enough."
Harry said gently. He broke it, giving her the bigger piece.
"Small bites. Eat slow."
They chewed quietly. Snowflakes landed on their eyelashes and melted into cool pinpricks. Suddenly, through a wall of snow, they saw something. A shape appeared ahead. Tall, still, silent, barely visible through the snow and the wind whipping at their faces.
"What do you see?"
Hanna asked.
"A local creature.
Harry murmured.
Native to these parts, I think."
No sooner did those words leave Harry's lips when a white-tailed deer stepped into view, breath curling like smoke, eyes fixed on the two climbers, staring. It flicked an ear, then wandered along, seemingly uninterested. Harry and Hanna waited. 3 quiet heartbeats, then moved on again. The wind rose and a sudden gust snatched Harry's hat. Whoosh! Down the slope it went.
No!
Harry shouted. Hanna dove, sliding on her knees, rope pulling tight, and just caught it by the pom-pom.
Secured!
She gasped, tugging it onto his head.
Thanks, Hanna. Nice catch. Mission preserved,
Harry said, and they smiled. The slope steepened again. Snow crunched. Breath puffed white.
I cannot go on, Harry. Just leave me here. You go.
Hanna whispered. Harry steadied himself. He took a long look at his sister, cold and tired.
Not on my watch, Hanna. I don't go alone. We do this together.
Hanna took a breath. One mitten forward, then a knee, then the other. Step by step, they climbed. Suddenly, the wind wasn't blowing so fierce. The snow wasn't falling so hard on the ground. Everything seemed to soften. The rope sagged loose. Light peeked through the clouds. And the snow. They had finally reached the summit. And then the world widened. But this wasn't a treacherous frozen mountain peak at all. It was the top of the tree-lined mounds at Sleepytime Park in winter. A wide and vast area that didn't look quite this high in summer. Now transformed to a bright and busy sledding hill, full of kids laughing, shouting, flying downhill on red and blue sleds. Parents waved from the top and bottom like warm lighthouse keepers. A crooked sign read, "Hot cocoa." Steam rose from little paper cups, and the same friendly deer munched near the fence, minding its own business. Harry and Hanna set their sled on the edge.
Ready?
Harry asked.
Ready?
Said Hanna. They pushed, and their vintage flexible flyer sled burst forward as if pulled by a sled dog team. Snow sprayed. Hanna screamed with joy as she laughed out loud. Harry whooped, hats flew, gloves waved, and the hill rushed by in a sparkling blur.
Best mission ever!
Hanna shouted.
We did it!
Cheered Harry. At the bottom they slowed to a peaceful stop, breath warm and hearts racing and happy. Back at home base, night arrived softly. Warm lamplight glowed. The wind outside whispered instead of howled. Hanna curled in the top bunk, Harry in the bottom. Her cheeks were still rosy. A folded napkin sat on the nightstand, all that remained of their precious rations. And outside, a sled leaned against the house, ready for the next amazing adventure. The end. And so, my friends, Harry and Hanna completed their amazing adventure. The climb was hard, the wind was wild, and their legs were tired. But they shared the work, and they shared the joy. Do you have a brother or sister? Sometimes you may not always agree, but when things get tricky or difficult, there is no better person to have by your side. Someone to hold the rope and someone to share the ride back down. Remember, believe in yourself, trust those who love you, and dream big. One day you may soar as high as the stars. Sleep well, my friend. Until we meet again, good night.